Hello everybody! Today I'm here with the next set of levels for Dr. Mario World. As you can see, I'm doing some openings. Over the course of these videos, I basically use up all my coins I have, all the tickets they give me I use, in just the hope. Oh, by the way, I got another Dr. Nabbit there. Of course, after unlocking him, they give me another one. But just in the hopes of getting Lemmy, I decided to do this while the Doctor rates are boosted. I have quite a lot of coins, and also I looked and saw that I basically have 4 guaranteed Doctor staffing. So when I release a new character, like when, I guess I don't want to spoil who the next character is if you don't want to know, but when they release that new character, I assume that time they'll have a boosted rate for him specifically, and at that point then I can go to the Doc staffing and try to unlock him that way. I think that's a better chance to do it. So that was kind of my strategy behind that. And I think maybe while this Doctor boosting event is going on, I might try to spend all my coins, and once it ends and I still don't have Lemmy, I will save up the rest of my coins, because I'm really doubting that I'll get Lemmy, but I'm gonna try. I'm trying. It is unfortunate that they didn't do an event for him to exclusively unlock him, but either way, I'm going to keep trying. Moving on to this first stage. I think one level I had to do twice, and then the rest of the levels I beat on my first try. So just keep that in mind, that these levels shouldn't be too bad for you. This one I think is super easy. I kind of sped through it. The crates are mostly going to clear on their own, but as you go through, just hitting these viruses. I think maybe the problem with this one is that you might be cutting it close on points, and I maybe got lucky and just barely got enough points for it. You can kind of see there's a high amount of points you need. Maybe Nabbit would be good to bring in this one, I have no idea, but Wario definitely worked out fine. And maybe I also got lucky with the capsules they gave me, because I didn't have too much trouble. I wasn't really thinking about points wise even until I finished the stage and saw how many points I had left to get. But yeah, they line most of the stuff up for you in this stage. So basically, allow yourself to follow those paths that they're giving you. And don't waste any capsules whenever you can. But yeah, I thought I was fine, and maybe I cut it super close points wise. It looked like I was about halfway, and I got the same amount of points with the remaining capsules I had, so I knew I'd be fine. But again, it could have been close. I have no idea. Moving on to the next stage. This is the one I had to try twice, just because if you mess up, like I played it for about 20 seconds and I messed up, so I just restarted, because I don't think you're going to pass if you mess up. Basically, you're trying to get to those extra point, or the extra capsules, I mean, as soon as you can. If you can get down to those bottom ones quicker than you can get through the top, I would suggest doing it that way. But if you do it the way I do it as well, it's fine. Where I got both of the sides done, and then I start working my way down. And just trying to get to them as quickly as you can, using as few capsules as you can to get to them. Once you get all those capsules, the rest of the level is basically working your way back up and hitting all the blocks. The viruses will help you do that. Remember, you do have to clear out all the viruses as well, so don't just go for the blocks. And also, these cannons give you 1 free hit on each of the sides, and the middle will be absolutely fine if you're just going through it anyways. There I messed up. I placed that the opposite way. I did not mean to do that, for the record. Also, I placed that double red underneath so that I can hit that second section of viruses a little bit easier. As you can see, I worked my way up to these 2 red ones, and now I can go down and start hitting the bottom ones. I also need to work my way up on the right side as well, so I can hit those blue ones. And then the rest of it is hitting these blocks. If you want to bring in Wendy, I suppose maybe that would make it a little bit easier. But a lot of the blocks are cleared as you hit the viruses anyways, so Wario is obviously your best bet for this. But yeah, as you can see, I have one block up towards the top that I kind of forget about and should have hit right away, and I don't. But I see it now, and then I work my way back up to it. If you were smart, you wouldn't do that like I did, because now I have to go back up here. And this is another one where I could have been close points-wise, and I just have no idea because I beat it on my first clear. So that might be the problem that you're having. I'm not sure how you'd go about it then, because like I said, I beat this just fine with the amount of points I had. This one I was scared of, considering how many points. I got over 100,000, which is kind of hard to, it makes it hard to tell how many I actually needed. Like I could have just went way over the amount of points I needed, I have no idea. Or it could have been like 106,000, I got 107. Like I said, there's no way for me to know really. So I guess you can see with that video how many points you're gonna need to use. Here I decide to hit this lock on both sides so that I can kind of see what's underneath instead of going directly underneath and not getting to see what's below there, which does allow me to hit these bombs, which will open up some of the doors for me. Basically, this stage is hitting these bombs and these viruses towards the bottom and trying to search for the locks that are covering up the keys and viruses up top. The keys may get in your way sometimes, the doors might get in your way sometimes. Basically all you need to know is that these two corners are going to have the locks in them. As you can see, I cleared out the middle there and there's nothing really to do. Kind of just getting rid of some greens because I don't need them. And then trying to get into the corner. There you can see one of the locks is right there, which means the green lock is going to be on the direct other side. I just kind of need some reds to bring down there. I decided to just use these greens to do the job. Actually, never mind, I get a double red instead. And get rid of those greens that I just placed there so that the key will go in there. Now if you can get a virus or a capsule between those two viruses there, I think that's going to be your best bet and easiest way to clear the level. Now I'm not able to do it on either side, I kind of mess up. I tried to do it on both sides and it just doesn't work out. But that'll definitely be the best way to do it. Like here, you're going to want to bring a red over to the side and do the same thing. But I messed up that side as well. Again, getting them into the middle, not on the top or the bottom. If you can get a capsule in between the viruses, that'll make the perfect space for you to get in between the door and the other virus and hit it with only two other capsules. That's the best way to do it. But if you can't do it that way, as you can see, I kind of need to hit them both from the side. This floating floating virus goes down. Just need to hit that a few times. And then I have a block on the side in between the door and the keys that I need to clear out as well. I can't remember if there's a virus in there or not. I guess there isn't. So I guess maybe just that block is in the way. So I'm kind of just clearing out the rest of the things we have here. Now I have that side done there. Any extra colors I have I can use to get rid of that block on the side. And yeah, it is just a block. Oh, it has a door in it. Okay, so the door is in it. The key unlocks that, and then the other key falls down in between. Now as you can see, I have to do the same thing I just did with the greens with these reds. So just kind of putting some capsules in there. Now I have this final red to hit, and then any extra colors they give me, I use to get rid of that final block. So yeah, I screwed up in some ways. It could have been easier in some ways. But with Wario, it goes absolutely fine. Maybe Wendy would be good to break some of those blocks for you. Maybe Bowser Jr. could get rid of some of those bubbles for you. But they're so minuscule compared to the rest of the level that I'm not sure they're completely necessary. And my points-wise was fine. So bringing in Nabbit probably wouldn't be that great either. Moving into the hard stage in this section. This one took me 3 or 4 tries, I think. And basically I did the same thing every time. And it was just super close. and I wasn't lucky enough to do it, or something. Or the capsules weren't lined up the way they should be. Basically, you're hitting stuff on the right turn. All of the electric boxes are on the same side, so when you place one capsule down, it's going to flip. That means you're going to want to place another one down without clearing anything, so that it will flip to the correct side, and then you can start clearing things. Basically, never clear things when it's on the wrong side, because that's just counterintuitive to the point of the level. And you do need to get rid of everything that's on stage. So, of course, all the viruses, all the electric boxes, and the coins that are behind all of them, which, you know, will be cleared out anyways as you go. So I guess it wasn't really necessary for them to include the coins, because you are going to be clearing those anyways. There are also some shells and cannons that are on the level that can spawn in from the flasks. Now the interesting thing is, one time I was about to win, and I brought a capsule down, and apparently didn't drag it hard enough to get past that flask that's on the top, and it gave me a game over. Can you believe that? Did that happen to anybody else? I couldn't believe when it happened. I was like, what even happened? And then I looked and I saw that flask. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Something got stuck on top of that. So that is really annoying that that's in the top corner. I know they just didn't want it to be in the way with the rest of the level. But just the fact that you can get a game over from accidentally placing something on top is super frustrating. But I got over it, I guess, and went back in to try again. And this is what happened. So, as you can see, I've gone through most of it. All these floating viruses are remaining. If they have 2 hits left in them, I recommend going for them, because they might go near one of the electric boxes and allow you to hit them a little bit easier. Otherwise, at the end of the level, you're probably going to have to bring some extra capsules down to those electric boxes you have remaining to hit them. Some cannons and shells might spawn in that will help you do that. But either way, the level's not too bad. I build my way up to this green one so that I can hit the electric box with the green one. Honestly, I probably could have saved some capsules just by hitting it. But now we hit this shell here, just because why not? It brings down one of each color. I can look and see what I need to use. I also have this blue virus up top that I just need them to give me 2 blues to get to clear it out. One round I played where I had 1 virus remaining, and I think it was blue as well, and they only gave me red and green, with my last 3 capsules were only red and green. So I would have beaten it at that time if they had just given me the right color. But either way, we're on to the final level now. This one only took 1 try as well. And the main point of it is that there's a lot of barrels. So if you had Lemmy, I think that would be a great one to bring in for this one. But basically, you only have green and blue capsules. There are no reds in this stage at all. And there are some keys and doors. You need to get those keys down to the doors. Some viruses will be in your way sometimes. And if you're smart about it, you can clear out some of the viruses before those coins fall down. So as you can see, I'm going to clear out these 2 blue ones above this door in a second here. I know I do it eventually. Come on, there we go. So I do that one. Now I bring down some greens and get rid of everything in between the key and the door. You're going to want to do that whenever you can, so that the key doesn't prevent you from clearing a virus, and the key can go straight down into the door. And the level does kind of set you up so that most likely will happen whenever you do things. But either way, I bring this blue one down, and I get a double blue here, which works out really well to get rid of that whole line. And then bring this coin, or this key, down to the door. There are a few things that are in barrels that I have yet to hit. You're going to want to open those up manually. As you can see, I bring these blues down so I can open up that green. Eventually I will hit those blues so that it does that for me. And then I can get that whole line taken care of. there I just do that so that everything clears out. Now this final thing I have left to do is, it's kind of nice that that key is kind of stuck in the barrel still, which means that I can just kind of go about this however I'd like. And I just use another capsule to push the key down, because otherwise it's going to take a few seconds. I had plenty of points, of course. But yeah, that one was kind of fun, I thought. Not too challenging, but it is a fun level for sure. Anyways, we've got one more set of levels after this, including the special stage. So, look forward to that. It'll be up soon after this one. If you need help with anything or the special stage, hopefully my video can help you out. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this one. These set of levels were pretty fun, I think. And I'll see you soon. Goodbye.